So, Braylon Edwards, Tom Mazaway asked you in advance of the Michigan State game, what position would you like to be in more as a player? Would you like to be Michigan State where you have a bye week directly in front of the Michigan State game? Or would you like to be where Michigan is, where you got a bye this week, you got a tune-up game at home against Northwestern, and then you got the Michigan State game? Where would you rather be as a player?
I never like to buy before a big game. I always like the rhythm. I like to get into a rhythm. I think once teams get into rhythm, they can keep that thing going and they can keep it smooth. I look at my 2003 year when I was at Michigan. We lost to Iowa on the road, came back, we beat Minnesota, we beat Illinois, we beat Purdue, and Purdue was a really good football team with Kyle Orton. Minnesota was a really good football team. But we just got into a rhythm. Mike Hart started going on a tear. Chad Henne really started to find himself as a young quarterback. Offensive line played well. Jason Avant. Defense, oh man, the defense was really on that year. We got into a rhythm, and we beat the brakes off Purdue. Then we came to Michigan State. We beat Michigan State in the tough fought game. We beat Northwestern, and then we went to Ohio State and we beat Ohio State. We didn't have that bye. We just got on the roll. We got on a roll, and everything came together at the right time, and we won the last 7 games of the season. So the answer is, I would prefer to stay in rhythm and not have the bye before.
Yeah, and look, if I'm being totally honest with you, and let me go around with you guys, and I'll give my thoughts too. Just taking a look, and we're going to have plenty of time to talk Michigan State, but it's hard not to look ahead to that game on October 30th, right? I mean, it's up to Michigan State now to not lay an egg, which we do not anticipate at all.
Or Michigan.
At Indiana. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think they lose at home to Northwestern, but that's why you play the game, I guess.
This is true.
But if I'm telling you right now, Peyton Thorne, Cade McNamara, who you taking?
Ooh, that's dirty. That's dirty. I'll
go first. I think Peyton Thorne has looked better than Cade McNamara.
I think Michigan State has given him more chances to cut loose and throw the ball and have more than 10 attempts a game, 12 attempts a game. He's really finding himself because they're giving him opportunities. They're letting him go out there and make mistakes and make throws and get into, once again, the rhythm. So based off that, I would take Peyton Thorne because I feel like Michigan State's comfortable of letting him loose. Cade McNamara still hasn't exactly been cut loose, so I would have to go with Peyton Thorne.
I like Peyton Thorne as well. I think he's going to play on Sundays. I like the way he commands the huddle. I like the way he's on the behind center. I think he could go behind center. He could take, obviously, the shotgun snap as well. I love his team. Looks like they respond to him. He's obviously got a great relationship with his receivers. He's been with that kid since 7th grade. And McNamara, we're going to compare him to Jared Goff for a second here. As much as I love McNamara and his spirit, I'm not talking at both sides of my mouth here, but he doesn't have anyone to throw to right now. We've said that. His 2 best receivers are down. So maybe they don't let him do what maybe he could do, because he doesn't have the weapons there that he needs to throw to. Or the bad side of the coin is maybe they looked enough at practice and said he can't do all of this stuff, and we're gonna control what he does. So I give Thorne a big advantage.
Yeah, and if you want to go back to the beginning of the season when all the wide receivers were playing, they still didn't cut him loose. When they had Ronnie Bell, when they had Roman Wilson, where does Michigan State get these quarterbacks? Like, where do they get them? Because they always come up with this Connor Cook type quarterback. Peyton Thorne fits that mold. Kirk Cousins. They always come up with these quarterbacks that always start on Sunday.
Yep.
He's going to start on Sunday. Michigan's been looking for quarterbacks. I think we got 2 right now, and they're looking good. Michigan State always has a Sunday player.
Let me keep going, though. Jalen Naylor and Jaden Reed.
You can't even compare it.
Dalen Baldwin. Mike Santra still. I can't even pronounce the guy's name.
Let's move on.
Cornelius Johnson.
Move on.
I go with the Michigan State guys.
Yeah, of course.
They might be the 2. They might be the 2 best wide receiver tandem in the league, in the country.
And
absolutely.
Then, here you go.
All right.
Kenneth Walker, running back.
Ohio State was a good one.
The combination of Hassan Haskins and Blake Corum. I count those 2 as one.
Right.
Wow.
So
they have to. Simmons is a pretty good running back for Michigan State. They have to.
Fine, add him in there. Who do you like?
Even. And I'm not taking the coward's way out. Even.
I mean, you're talking about a guy.
He's leading the nation. Like you got to go with Kenneth Walker the third. He's leading the nation.
I think you got to go with Kenneth Walker.
Sounds like we're picking Michigan State a lot right now.
What I'm saying is, They may have better talent at quarterback, may have better talent at running back,
skill position,
and may have better talent at wide receiver. So I think it's going to be an uphill battle. But conversely, Michigan defense, Michigan State defense. I'll take the Michigan defense every day and twice on Sunday.
The thing that I love about the Michigan defense,
or twice on Saturday.
The thing that I love about the Michigan defense right now is we knew they had Ojabo and we knew they had Aiden Hutchinson. I'm excited to see the progression of Daxton Hill. It's coming at the right time. He is coming on at the right time because, boy, are they ever going to need him on October 30th with that wide receiver core they have up there? So I like that defense, man. If Aiden Hutchinson as well as David Ojabo can get to the quarterback, cause some stress, get him outside the pocket, see can Peyton Thorne throw on the run. I know that almost rhymed. See if Peyton can throw on the run. Because right now he's just dropping back. The offensive line is protecting well. Kenneth Walker III is picking up blitzes. I saw that. He's actually a really good blitz pickup running back. He's just dropping back and throwing bombs. Force him out of the pocket. I think if Michigan can force him out of the pocket, they can kind of eliminate some of that deep threat.
I'm with Braylon. If Ojabo and Hutchinson can't get to Thorne, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yeah.
Offensive lines might decide this game.
Good call.
So
the big uglies.
There will be plenty of time to discuss Michigan State. We might do it every day for the next 2 weeks. Look, that's our wheelhouse.
Oh,
right?
we forgot something.
Who's the best team in the Big Ten?
We forgot the coaches. Mel Tucker, Jim Harbaugh.
Ooh, there you go.
I'll take Jim Harbaugh right now. And the reason I do that is because this is year 7 of a program for him. He's been in this. I know Mel Tucker has won the one game he's coached over Jim Harbaugh.
Yep.
But I am going to go with the experience here. I'll take Jim Harbaugh. I don't think Jim Harbaugh's forgotten how to be a good coach. I think Jim Harbaugh.
The interesting thing is, in Jim Harbaugh's second season, he was 6-0 after 6 games. So, Mel Tucker has those guys going. I think they're 2 totally different programs. I think the identities up there are different, but they both work. I think you got to go Harbaugh.
Yep.
You know, I love Mel Tucker. He was a DB coach when I played for the Cleveland Browns. Know him. He's a great guy. He's a great coach. What he's doing in East Lansing is really, really good, especially year 2, especially after the season.
I think we both can agree to that.
Yeah, 1,000%. But I just think where Jim is, man, in terms of, you know, kind of like clearing out his closet and rethinking his inks. He rethought his inks, man. He went and got some young coaches. He went and got some former players that could connect to the players on the team. Went and got a defensive coordinator in Baltimore who knows the NFL system, who his brother trusts. So you know Jim trusts. It takes a lot for a stubborn man to rethink his ideals on things, and he did that. And now you're seeing the success because of it. You got to go with Harbs right now.
Am I rooting for Jim Harbaugh to become old Jim Harbaugh? Do I see a lot better of a man than I have in the last 6 years? I see that he has got his spark back, his spirit back. Did you see him on Saturday? He ran past the
he smiled.
He ran past the ESPN reporter at the end of the game. He just tore past her. It looked like Jimmy Handshake, Jim Harbaugh. So he's got his spunk back. But I said at the beginning of the year, I'd rather have Mel Tucker as my head coach. This guy has put his stamp on this team. He's got the MSU chip on his shoulder from D'Antonio because that's the kind of coach they need to compete in this state. And I just feel that he is the better man right now, and his team is going to respond to him. That said, the 3-point game to me.
Ask me the question again, Harbaugh or Tucker. You ask me.
Who would you rather have on your sideline, Jim Harbaugh or Mel Tucker?
Harbaugh.
Okay.
I don't want to even hesitate anymore.
You got it, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, Michigan State didn't even want Mel Tucker in the beginning, and some of the regents, and some of the boosters, and some of the people like
they wanted the name.
Exactly.
That's why
they wanted Fickle.
Yeah.
They didn't want.
Hey, Fickle would have been an all right choice.
No,
the number three team in the country right now.
He would, but you know he's not going to Michigan State.
Temple.
He's not going. He's not going to leave. He's not going to leave Cincinnati to go to Michigan State. He's going to stay in Cincinnati until one of the big boys open up for him. How wrong were those boosters in those regions? Because they love some Mel Tucker now.